it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here to share with you a fun, beautiful beauty product that I recently purchased. This is the new holiday release Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette Volume 3. So the last couple of years I have not purchased the ambient lighting palette from Hourglass, the holiday palette. The first year I had just started using Hourglass, and although I was quickly falling in love with it, I wasn't sure what I thought about the other products, so I didn't pick it up 2 years ago. And then last year was the beautiful marble one, and I really regret not purchasing that. Partway through the year I started realizing that I really love Hourglass powders. They are some of my favorite. The finishing powders are something that I use every day and are definitely one of my favorite beauty products of all. So this year I decided that I would go ahead and splurge on the holiday palette here. This is a limited edition palette. They usually have it for a few months, and I think that this is just a really fun item, especially if you're treating yourself to one of the holiday palettes. This year, as you know, if you followed my declutter series, I was committed to not purchasing any of the big eyeshadow holiday palettes from like Tarte or Too Faced or anything like that. And so far I have stuck to my guns. I've not bought any of the eyeshadow palettes for Christmas this year. I just realized that I had plenty. I still have plenty from the holiday palettes from last year, which I hardly use. I prefer slightly smaller palettes than the really extra large palettes that often come out around the holiday season. There is one more holiday item that I will be purchasing from Too Faced, and I'm super excited to wait for that to come out. So as soon as that comes out, I will show you which one from Too Faced I did pick out. But this is my one big purchase for the holiday season, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what is in this set here. You can see that it comes with 6 different powders, a finishing powder in the color Diffused Light, a strobe powder in Hypnotic Strobe Light, that's sort of like a highlighter, and then another finishing powder in Dim Light, and a bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light, which is nice because I use a very little bronzer, and when I do it has to be very lightly colored. And then 2 blushes. Number 5 is the blush Surreal Halo, and number 6 is the blush Pure Effect. So I will go ahead now and show you the actual palette itself. You can see it is a beautiful, like a rose gold color, which I think is just so pretty. I love rose gold. It has a beautiful big mirror, and you can see 6 absolutely beautiful little pots of different powders here. So again, number 1 is the finishing powder called Diffused Light, and I'll go ahead and swatch that. This has such a soft feel to it. It is so finely milled. I just love their powders here. You can see this one. It's just a nice powder, just goes on really nicely. I'm sure I will get a lot of use out of that. It just kind of brightens your face really nicely. All of their finishing powders are just so useful to me. And then the one here in the center is a strobe powder. So this is the highlighter called Hypnotic Strobe Light. We'll go ahead and swatch this one. Again, super soft powder, very nice. You can see though that their strobe powders do have some very finely milled but flecks of glitter in there. So they're pretty sparkly. You can see that flash there. Let's go ahead and put this on the back of my hand. You can really see that sparkle. Sometimes that's a bit too much for me, that much sparkle. I prefer something a little bit more subtle most of the time, although for the holidays this might be fun to occasionally use. So I was really glad that they only put one of their strobing powders in and more of the other products. They actually also came out with a special limited edition highlighter pack with a new type of highlighter, but they also looked a little bit too sparkly for my taste, so that's why I went with this one as my main choice. I think it's so pretty. Still a very pretty highlighter though, definitely a usable color there. And then this finishing powder here, number 3, is Dim Light. This is a classic color also. So soft, I just love it. And here is what this one looks like. Also a super usable color. You can see it is almost the exact right color for me here, and a little, maybe a little pinkish, which I do like. And you can just see it just has a nice smoothing effect and nicely lights up like your complexion. And then next is the bronzer down here in little section number 4 here. This bronzer is called Luminous Bronze Light. So I'm really eager to see what this one swatches like, to see if it's light enough for me, which it does look pretty promising. That is a pretty light shade, and I think I'll be able to get some use out of this one. So definitely lighter. You can see it blends out nicely. That is a nice shade. I think I'll definitely enjoy giving this one a try. Most often I run into bronzers being too dark for me, but this one looks like a nice color, so that's gonna be fun to try out. And then we have 2 beautiful blushes here. This blush here is in Surreal Halo, and it looks really similar to a blush I already have, but very, very pretty here. Now this might be a little on the dark side for me. I'll have to see how this blends out, because that does go on pretty dark. Let's see it blend out a little bit there, and it does look like it does blend out pretty nicely. So it is a unique color. You can definitely see that it kind of blends together the colors there, and is a little on the dark side again, but it does blend out nicely, and I do think I'll definitely give that a try. It's kind of a unique color, not one I have, so that's always really nice to have new colors to try out. And then this last blush here, which is called Pure Effect. And let's go ahead and swatch this as well. And again, as always, super impressed with the soft, beautiful powder that this is made with. It's just so soft and pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this one up here. And this is just a nice, classic, pretty pink color. That is just so pretty. I really love that one. Oh, that's pretty. Very just sweet pink, a little bit peachy pink, which I love. And it looks like it'll be a very useful color there. So lots of really pretty colors in this palette. I definitely am so excited to put this into my makeup collection and start using this right away. This was definitely a treat, and I'm so glad that I finally decided to purchase one of the Hourglass holiday sets this year. So I just thought that I would share that with you. I hope you enjoyed taking a close-up look at this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3 palette here. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe for more videos from April's Home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.